In the 19th century, African Americans living in the South were slaves. Slaves were property to be bought and sold in any transaction. Slaves were assessed a value according to their gender, age, and skills. Men were higher priced than women were because of their ability to get more hard labor done. Sometimes the price for a good slave would reach up to the thousands. A lot of the time, slave owners thought of the slave families as a problem and would break up slave children from their parents and would break up wives away from their husbands. The slaves worked on plantations in the South that would grow cotton. Life working on the plantation was extremely hard and exhausting.
Many slaves would seek freedom in the North through the Underground Railroad. They were helped by people called conductors. This is a group of people who would assist the slaves, who were sometimes called packages, to freedom.
The Underground Railroad had many conductors, such as Harriet Tubman, Anthony Bowen, Captain Robert Wilson, and Catherine White, who would lead the slaves to safety.
Escape was risky and dangerous. If they were caught, slaves were returned and punished, and possibly killed. The trip was long and harsh. It was easier for men to escape because they could handle the walking. Most women had children, which made the trip more difficult for them.
Because it was too dangerous to have maps, slaves would create maps in codes found in songs and quilts. Follow the Drinking Gourd was actually a song taught to the slaves by a white man who wanted to help them escape. He gave them clues to follow in the lyrics of the song. Different shapes and symbols would be hidden in the quilt, and only if you knew the code could you understand it and find your way to freedom.
Those seeking freedom did not have to do it alone. Many homes along the way were willing to help.
Though the trip was risky, many of the slaves, nearly 100,000, were able to find freedom with the help of the Underground Railroad.